Hey, welcome. Oh, I'm getting a little echo, and I know why. Welcome. Fixed in a flash. It's Sam Roberts now. Hope you're all doing great. Happy Lonely Friday, everybody. The loneliest name in late night, the loneliest show on the internet. Welcome to Sam Roberts now, and you know it wouldn't be a Friday as lonely as humanly possible without the one and only Hot Dog. You're never lonely.
Sammy!
Unless Hot Dog is right there by your side. How you doing, Hot? You
right behind you, rubbing your back. There you go.
Yeah. Here we go.
All right.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. This is like rubbing my back in the. That's the MetaVerse version of rubbing my back. This is. We've been way ahead of this for a long time. Hope everybody has already clicked like on the video. I know you haven't because I can see how many of you are watching and how many likes are. So there's a discrepancy there. Hit subscribe and don't forget every super chat gets read here on Sam Roberts Now. It's the rule of Sam Roberts Now. Are you ready to get into this metaverse, Hot Dog? I do feel like
I'm scared of the metaverse.
You are.
I am going to go conspiracy mode with the metaverse. I don't think it's going to be good for us. I think it's going to be the end of society as we know it.
Wow. And look at the life that you'd be leaving behind, huh? Look at everything we'd be missing. Well, yeah. You also I was like, it's now a thing. Like it's now a buzzword. But when you hear people explaining what is the metaverse? You get real quick flashbacks. Like, you know exactly that video of Bryant Gumbel and Katie Couric trying to figure out what the @ sign means. What is email anyway? Like that video where they're like, and the internet is what? Like they're on the Today Show. So ignorant of the wave that is going to come and leave their very form of communication completely obsolete. It's right there. And they're like, I don't even know what it is. I'm too busy concentrating on being a TV star because that's not going anywhere. It's right there. And it's happening to you right in front of your face. And then I'm watching videos today. Well, what is MetaVerse? And I go, oh, boy, it's happening again. This is literally it. Yeah, they go like, well, Facebook owns the MetaVerse, right? No, you fools. No, don't you see what's happening? The MetaVerse is a concept. It's like the internet. Nobody can own the MetaVerse. People are just trying to get their feet in. People are trying to get you as attached to as many of their MetaVerse apps and usages before the metaverse fully engulfs all of us.
You're saying the metaverse is always there. The metaverse is there for the taking.
People are like, here's what I love. People go like this. I'm very scared of the metaverse, but before I tell you about that, I have to go watch this Travis Scott concert in Fortnite. And I go, what do you think it is? What do you think that is? It's literally already happened. They go like this. They go, Zuckerberg in this metaverse. It seems scary to me. I'm going to go build my town some more in Roblox. Metaverse. That's what it is. Like, that's what these companies are competing to be like the number one company of the metaverse. Like, what's the company that owns Fortnite? Epic Games? Is that right? Epic Games? Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, the Fortnite is not about the game. Fortnite is not about Battle Royale, you know? If Fortnite were just about going in and killing each other, then why the hell would there be Ariana Grande concerts going on?
Those are dope, but
that's okay. All right, you see, just a little bit. Now, what if I told you? You know, what isn't Astro World happening this weekend? Doesn't that start Travis Scott's concert festival? I've already seen all the lines wrapped around the block. Yes. They're going like, look, all these people trying to get there. What if I told you it was one click away? What if I told you you could be a part of it just as easily? You go like this. Oh, it seems kind of dope. Yeah, it seems kind of dope.
Why would I do that when I could just go in person?
Right. Oh, yeah, exactly. Because you didn't just say that. See, you thought the Travis Scott concert in Fortnite was dope before I told you it was the metaverse.
The metaverse is...
Go ahead.
It's virtual reality, you know?
Oh, it's like
dangerous.
I got you. So the metaverse is like when you create an avatar for yourself and your friends create avatars for themselves, and all your avatars that you're controlling get together to go to
yes,
like a concert, for example.
Yeah, yes, except for like instead of the screen being here, it's here.
Okay, all right. So this is where we're getting to Hot Dog is now 30 years old. So you're telling me that the metaverse is dependent on the hardware. So it's not the metaverse if it's on a TV, but if it's a helmet, then it's metaverse.
Yes, TV is real world.
I gotcha. Yeah, because when we're looking at our phones, totally. When I'm going like this, I'm totally cognizant of everything going on around me. I've never sat there scrolling through Twitter and heard a crash and go, "Why? What is my 4-year-old doing standing inside the refrigerator? How did I miss this? I was just looking at a screen. It's not like I was in the metaverse."
I tell you what's going to get outdated real quick.
What?
When Dave Chappelle said in his last special, Twitter's not a real place. It's going to be.
Oh, yeah. Twitter's like, Jack is like, hold my beer. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen Metaverse Twitter?
Yeah. Zucks is over here going like, don't be dragging me into that. Maybe Twitter isn't, but that's what makes them amateurs. Yeah, see, Zuckerberg is just like, he's just the one that's putting on the table what he's trying to do. Because Facebook does this thing where they do so much evil shit, but it is right on the surface. And they're basically telling you, we're going to do all this evil shit, but you can send a message to your high school crush. And you're like, deal. You know? You're like,
slide into that DM. I can shoot my shot.
Right.
Okay.
They're like, okay, we're going to steal all your information. We're going to sell it to big companies, but we can make it easier for you to do Craigslist stuff. You can buy a bike from a guy in your neighborhood. Deal. Deal. You got it. I get marketplaces. Deal.
Yeah, they do all these evil things. They're like that character in South Park, the one that just apologizes. We're sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, it's happening. You know, I mean, all those games that, like, I mean, Farmville or whatever the stupid game was that got real popular at the very beginning of the pandemic, when everybody, I mean, to an extent, you know, The Sims and Half-Life or Second Life or Quarter Life or whatever life, like, those are all very sort of dumbed down early versions of metaverse. But I guess for you, if it's not done through glasses, then it doesn't count.
There is this video game called Persona, and in Persona, you go into the metaverse, and they call it the metaverse. And guess what happens in the metaverse, Sam?
Tell me.
They fuck with your brain. They fuck with your brain and your psyche in the metaverse.
Oh, no.
So I'm a little bit weary. I played that game. I know what's coming.
I did see that white supremacist from Breaking Bad in Black Mirror go into the metaverse, and he plugged the back of his skull into a Star Trek game, and they fucked him up.
Yes, that's the metaverse.
He
thought the metaverse.
He thought he was getting a pizza, and instead he was getting locked in a game. That's not the metaverse, though.
No dick either.
Oh, yeah.
Remember they were dickless?
I forgot they took his dick, too. Shit.
Yeah, what are you going to do in the metaverse without your dick?
Yeah.
I feel like half the things that people are going to do in the metaverse are going to involve their dick.
Zuck should have said that. He should have been. Well, they did that other Black Mirror, though, where they definitely had their dicks in the metaverse. Remember that Mortal Kombat
buddies?
game? Yeah.
Yeah.
They were having sex with each other. Yeah. See, that's
Striking Vipers.
That's what happened.
Should make that game.
That's what. Yo, you got a game genie for this?
Hey, Zuck, have you heard about Striking Vipers?
Can
we make that a thing?
That's what Zuck should have said. Zuck should have been like, and you'll have your dicks in the Facebook metaverse for sure. And people would have been like, yeah, okay. No, that doesn't seem so bad.
Yeah. All those hentai characters?
Yeah.
Have at it.
It seems good.
Have at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, let's sell me on it.
No, I have no doubt you'll be able to use your dicks in the metaverse because you saw the movie. Remember in the movie, the Facebook movie, where Zuckerberg was like, what's going to make this better than Friendster? And what was the thing? It was you could put whether you were single or in a relationship and what you were looking for. So, like, he was like, Facebook was basically Friendster, but with your dick. So, you know, like, that's his, you know what I mean? So maybe you do want him to be the one who brings the metaverse forward.
Okay, so maybe it's just the pitch, you know? Like if Pornhub came up with the metaverse and they were like,
I mean, Hot Dog, I still don't feel like you're following this. Like it's like You wouldn't.
More
You
than
don't.
that.
You don't pick a metaverse. Like there's one metaverse, like verse. It's like how internet. Inter is essential because it's all the different, things that are coming together. So it's like it's
A
open.
series of tubes.
Yes, right? But it's not just like you go to one set of tubes and that's all you get. It's all the tubes. It's all the tubes, right?
Yeah.
So metaverse is Pornhub would have a space within the metaverse, but it wouldn't own the whole metaverse. It'd be like if you're...
It's that tube.
Yeah, that's the tube. Porn tube.
Yeah.
Porno tube. That's what you're looking for. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure Google is working. Like, Google's probably pretty pissed that Facebook is already coining this thing because, it's just about what company you will give all your information to. They're like, we want you to literally sign your life away to us, and you will have the greatest metaverse experience of all time. And as more people go into the metaverse, it'll be like, at first, you're like, nobody would ever do that. But as people get in, you meet a girl at work, hot dog. She's like, oh, I can't go out tonight because I got a house sit. But I'll be in the metaverse. You'll be like, all right, I'll meet you in that metaverse. Yeah, I'll meet you there. I'll do that.
Can you change your penis size in the metaverse?
I think so, because I saw Zuck swiping through outfits, so I'm assuming.
Okay.
You would like scroll up and down for like measurements.
Now, let's say you're like you want to look completely different. Like, let's say you're like I want to skin color, like a white guy wants to be a black guy. Can you do that?
Yeah, I mean, you still have to. The ramifications are still there. Like Twitter can still come for you in the metaverse. So like
if we both logged in. And I just saw you're a black person on the metaverse.
Right. Well, I mean,
Sam,
think about it this way. Like when we text and I send you an emoji, if I send like a black thumbs up, it's almost like why would that? And then I go like this. Like have you known people to do that? They go like they'll send like a black thumbs up and then they go, I'm just joking. But then you go, why is that funny? Oh, I don't know. What? Why is that funny? I don't know. Why do you think it's funny? Yeah, I don't think it's funny. I don't know why.
Sometimes you see those emojis.
Yeah.
And you go, that's not your skin color.
Yeah. Yeah. You go, why are you doing that? No, it's a joke. My skin color? No. No, the emoji skin color. No, not the what? No, So yeah, I mean, of course you can. I'm sure technically you can change your ethnicity in the multiverse, but there'll be ramifications for it. You're gonna have to answer for that.
Okay.
But the same with the penis size thing. Like, if you meet a girl in the metaverse and you increase, or who knows, maybe you need to decrease it. It's just too cumbersome. I don't know. But you need to change the size.
It hangs down the toilet too low.
Yeah, it's getting dirty because it keeps hitting the ground. Like, maybe you need to change it. The problem is that eventually, and this is going to be the issue, right? People are gonna shape the metaverse for them to be ideal, and it'll be the ideal version of yourself. Hato, you won't be able to help yourself. You can be like so buff and everything, like you won't be able to help yourself. Now
no buck teeth.
No way. Yeah, you'll trim those Mr. Eds right down. It'd be no problem.
Yeah.
It'd be no problem. But here's where the problem lies. If anybody ever asks you to come out of the metaverse, you got to show up, hot dog, with your little penis and big teeth, and they'll be like, "What happened? You promised me something completely different here. This is ridiculous."
I thought you were white.
Exactly. You're supposed to be a white guy with a big penis. What happened? Yeah. So the problem is, you won't ever want to leave the multiverse. I mean, the metaverse.
Metaverse.
Yeah, the metaverse.
The
won't
multiverse is next after that.
That'll be after. Yeah, that'll be after.
Do you want to meet alternate you in a different lifetime?
And at first you'll go like this. No, that sounds scary. But eventually you'll be like, yeah, I want to see what Shay 2 is up to. Yeah, well, I'm gonna check him out. Yeah. They call me Frankfurter in this other universe, and you're like, you still can't.
I'm gonna chill over here. He's a cool dude.
Yeah. But you won't want to come out of the metaverse because you'll have to be truthful about yourself. So instead, it'll be more comfortable to hide in this identity. I'm telling you, man, I think it's gonna. First of all, It is. People are like, it's Ready Player One. It's this. It's obviously The Matrix, right? Like that's.
Yes.
They were dead on. Like dead on. Dead on. Not in 2 and 3. I don't know what the hell they were doing. And, we'll see with 4. I think a lot of people are just watching Matrix 1 and going, oh, Matrix 4 is going to be sick, which is fine. I'm not here to kill your enthusiasm. But, like, I think there's going to be a lot of Joey Pantses. Joey Pants comes in and turns on Neo because he'd rather live in the Matrix. He's like, real life sucks. It's not sunny. I'm broke. I can go in and be rich and live in the sun for fakesies, but what difference does it make to me if it's real or for fakesies? It feels real, and he does it. There's going to be a lot of Joey Pantses out there. There's
perception is reality.
That's why Neo is the one. He's the only one who cares. Everybody else is like, yeah, now plug me the fuck in. Like, let's go. And we all want to think that we're Neo. Like in my head, I'm like, yeah, hot dog's Joey Pants, but I'm Neo. Probably not.
Probably not. Sam, 24/7.
I mean, if Michael Cole's like, yo, bro, you jumping into the Matrix? I'll be like, yep. Yep, let's go. Let's go.
Triple H pulled up. Hey, we're having a metaverse session.
I'd be like, oh, I'm in. Hunter's like, you're not leaving.
And you get to be a wrestler in the.
Oh, I'd be so jacked up. I'd be like, no, this is what I look like in real life too. I've been working out. He'd be like, you're not leaving. I mean, imagine this. If Hunter's like, you're not leaving the metaverse, are you? I'd be like, no. No. Why? Were you? Because no.
You having a good time?
Yeah, it's great. This is great, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. I'm having a blast. I'm staying here. John Cena's like, Sam, you want to keep hanging in the metaverse? I'm like, yep. That's exactly where I want to keep hanging. Mm-hmm.
But now, so like, what happens in the real world? Are we gonna end up? I mean, we already live in closets. If you live in a city, are they just gonna give you like a little tank where they hook you up and you're just in the metaverse forever? And you're like, you don't need the real world. You just need this.
Well, here's what'll happen. One of these companies is going to come out with IVs, right? They're going to come out with an IV, so you don't need to jump out to eat. You can eat fake food in the metaverse, so you'll get that like feeling, and they'll come up with, you'll taste it, the whole thing. Your brain will be plugged into it. But you get the vitamins in the IV, so that way you don't like die. Like everything you need will be in the IV. And then this is how they'll sell it. You're like, what are they going to put you in pods? What if I told you, hot dog, that yes, while, some of the hardware you need for the metaverse is a little on the expensive side, what if I told you could save a fortune in rent and it would never bother you?
And I get to have all I want in the metaverse?
Everything in the metaverse, the biggest penis there is.
That's a little bit tempting.
That's what I'm saying. Like all of a sudden, rent is dirt cheap because they can fit so many more people into these buildings because you don't need any space anymore because everything's fake. And boom, there you
janitor,
go.
Yeah. IT walking around, and that's it.
I mean, look. Everything's already fake anyway. It's the way we're going. We're all happier.
Everything's fake, man.
Yeah. We're all happier. Right? I mean, let's watch a little bit of Zucks. I wanna see what Zucks had for us. This was him explaining that the Facebook, the parent company behind Facebook and Instagram and all this spot is now Meta.
It is time for us to adopt a new company brand to encompass everything that we do, to reflect who we are and what we hope to build.
By the way, is it any surprise that even after becoming a billionaire, a guy that clearly functions this poorly on a social level wants everybody jumping in on this multiverse thing? Like he's still the guy who didn't know how to talk to girls and was bad in a bar. Like he's still the guy who was just socially horrible. So he invented this website and now he's trying to convince everybody to join the multiverse because then he won't have to make real eye contact with anybody. That's it.
The world would have been a lot different if Zuckerberg just got therapy when he was like a teenager.
I know. That's all Zucks wants to do. It's just not make eye contact with anybody.
Build. I am proud to announce that starting today, our company is now Meta.
Our
mission remains the same. It's still about bringing people together.
It was never about bringing people together. Our mission is still about bringing people together. Oh, is that what it's about? bringing people together. Mission.
our apps and their brands.
By the way,
they're-
do you think that Facebook, Hot Dog, in your experience, is Facebook bringing people together? Like,
It's dividing the country.
it's destroyed everything.
Yes.
It's
It's
literally
a toxic wasteland.
Yes. It's destroyed everything. It's changed the way we communicate for the absolute worst, and it's turned people into enemies for no reason at all.
People that you would be friends with if you saw them in person, you'd have a beer with. Now you're just going, oh, fuck yourself online.
Yeah. They go like
Very
this.
healthy.
They go like this. No, he's my best friend for 25 years. Oh, really? What happened? He put a thing on his Facebook about a vaccine. I did not agree. We are not friends. Like, that's it, huh? Just the one post? Yeah. And
If
then,
you
like,
don't agree with all of with this one thing,
we're done.
delete my page right now.
And then we find out like 3 years later, like after why did you stop talking to me? Oh, you posted that thing. Oh, I was being sarcastic. What? Oh.
Huh?
Like, you just ended your friendship because you misread the sarcasm. Oh. Oh, I didn't realize.
Bringing people together.
Yeah, bringing people together. That's what Zucks is doing. Bringing people into the metaverse. Privacy and safety. I'm not even going to watch that part. We can skip that because that's like
I
absurd.
think he skipped that part too.
Yeah, he's like, I mean, is anybody taking this seriously? Yeah, nobody's gonna hack into your information. I'm sure your information is not gonna get hacked on Facebook because they're
'Cause we have
protecting it. Yeah,
There's no reason.
Yeah, we don't want your information to be hacked because it's too valuable. We are selling
No,
it.
we want them to pay for that information.
Yeah. Do we get any of the money? No, but you get a free profile. All right, that's a good deal.
One part of is in home, which is our early vision for a home space in the metaverse.
Oh, home space.
Horizon Home is the first thing that you'll see when you put on your Quest headset. Today, there are already a bunch of options
Headsets.
to choose from, and in the future, anyone will be able to create one. We've just called it home until now because it's been missing something very important.
What is it?
People. Soon,
Oh.
we're going to be introducing a social version of home, where you can invite your friends to join you as avatars. You'll be able to hang out, watch videos together, and jump into apps together. Then,
Dude, there's
there
no
is
way.
Horizon Worlds, which is where you can
What's
build
Horizon
worlds
Worlds?
and jump into them with people.
Do you understand? Like he's showing this world where like you can invite your friends and like create the entire like show them a video. But the video is not just like on your phone, like look at this video. It's unavoidable. You're wearing a helmet. He said you got to put on your Quest helmet, that's why they bought that VR company. You got to put on your Quest helmet and your friends can show you videos. That's probably not going to go wrong. I don't see how that could go wrong.
You guys want to watch Two Girls, One Cup?
Oh my God.
No.
Can you imagine once the multiverse, I mean the metaverse or megaverse or whatever it's called, once it's like done, once it's in its final finished state and it's just normal, do you just give up on trying to raise your kids at that point? You know what I mean? Like already you're like, you got to watch them 24/7 because they're one click away on YouTube from just being destroyed forever. Like they're like, oh, I want to watch this video about puppies on YouTube. Then the puppies are sitting there talking about 9/11, and you're like, wait. Why does this exist?
It's on the kids section.
I mean, well, how? It's like it's like razor blades in apples never really happened. But weird, like I turn on this thing for my kids. It's like Lego stop motion animation. And I'm like, oh, this would be perfect. He loves Legos. I just watched these Legos do stop motion. It's clearly made for kids. Immediately, it was just it was a Lego breaking out of prison and shooting Lego police officers. And I'm like, what happened?
I will never let my kids on YouTube. It's going to be just Disney approved shows. I trust Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, let the company raise my kid. I'm not just gonna let anybody raise my kid. The
Oh, no,
corporations.
Exactly.
I mean, just wait. But my friend watches YouTube. All right, we can watch this one thing. Click, 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 click. The Legos are shooting each other. How did this happen? And
Elsa Gate.
Yeah.
You know Elsa Gate.
What happened in Elsa Gate again?
It's those videos where it starts like an innocent child video, but it starts really creepy, and it can go from like images of like people cutting themselves, just really dark shit, but it starts very innocent looking.
Right. So you're like, yeah, this would be fine for Junior. No problem. Yeah, like that's all in screen world. Once everybody's just plugged in, you have to give up, I guess. No, fend for yourself. Zuck is going to raise you. Fend for yourself out there in the metaverse. I mean, it is the end, but it's also unavoidable. This is how, I've been saying, like, we just can't help ourselves. Human beings are just slightly too smart. We have got to evolve ourselves to the point where we are obsolete. And it's like you want to tell everybody, let's just all get together and stop evolving. Like, stop, because it's going to make human beings obsolete. But we can't. We can't stop. Because, like, most of us will stop. And then Elon Musk will be like, hey, I just found this thing. We don't need people anymore. And it's like, oh, Elon, why'd you do that? And then the stock price goes up, and it's like the other guy does it. There's no way. We can't help ourselves. We're going to make ourselves obsolete because it's our nature.
So you don't think it's going to be a natural disaster that takes us out?
No, of course not. Absolutely not. The planet will be livable far longer than we live on it. No.
Yeah.
We are absolutely going to just wipe ourselves out. There's no way. There's no other way this goes. And I don't know that it'll happen, it could be 100 years from now. I'm not one of these people with the egos that goes, because, every generation has been pretty sure that they were the last generation, but that's only because you want to feel important. Like, that like deep down, if you think that pretty soon the world is going to end, that's because you want to make sure that when you die, everybody goes with you. You don't want to miss anything. And I get it. I don't want to miss anything. Realistically,
I think at this point,
we've got some generations ahead of us still.
Yeah, I think at this point, you just got to hope that your kids get by.
Yeah.
And then after that, maybe your grandkids get by. After that, though, you don't give a fuck. You don't care.
No, you don't. Because you probably won't even meet those little rugrats.
Yeah.
And honestly, saying that the next 3 generations will be fine, that also seems like a bit of a stretch. That's kind of long, Like,
so you just got to hope your kids are fine.
I think my kids will be fine, but like let's be honest. I believe that we will have space tourism within 20 years.
Yeah.
If that. Like within we'll have it a lot quicker for
not that border of the earth bullshit.
Well, it'll start with, here's what it'll be. Border of the earth bullshit will be like you go to Vegas and you pay $150 and you can do the border of the earth bullshit, and people do it all the time. And then rich people will be able, by then it'll be like rich people going to the moon, because it's fun.
Fly me to the moon.
Yeah. I don't know, though. They'll probably will be pumping that, the unoriginal idiots. Yeah. Just the tasteless wonders of the world. There's a bunch of rich people with no discerning taste whatsoever. Of course they're going to be playing that in the ship.
It's gonna be full on tourist.
Oh, it's going to be disgusting. Just disgusting. It's going to be the type of stuff where you go, you know what? Maybe it's time to go. Maybe it's time to wipe everything out. I don't know. Did you see that Pat McAfee got Aaron Rodgers canceled today?
Pat McAfee was the focal point today.
Pat McAfee. I'll tell you what I love about the Pat McAfee part of this thing. I do love the shift in media. This is what I was talking about when I said that the funniest part to me about that Today Show clip where they are asking, where Katie and Bryant Gumbel are asking what the internet is not the fact that they didn't know what the internet is. It's the fact that they didn't realize that the internet was coming to replace them. That's what I mean. Like, they didn't realize they were looking at the thing that was going to make them obsolete directly in the face. And instead of being like, holy shit, there's a tsunami right there. We need to build a wall. We need to do something to protect ourselves from this tsunami. Instead, they were like, what's this, for big dorks? Oh, this is stupid. And then it just came and it swept them. And you know how you know that it made them obsolete and it swept them? The biggest story of the week in sports media comes from Pat McAfee on YouTube. A guy, big, dumb Pat McAfee, scooped everyone. ESPN has a whole billion-dollar operation. Every news network has a whole sports department. And big, stupid Pat McAfee builds a studio in Indianapolis, jumps on YouTube, and scoops everybody. He's now the name. It's incredible. And I love it. I love that it's Pat that did it. And I love that it shows you where media's at. You know what I mean? It shows, because I'm sure there's still people, I'm sure there's people in your line of work, Hot Dog, that are like, well, no, this is a real publication. And you're like, oh, really? Oh, cool. Yeah, no, I'm sure that's really.
What numbers are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we had 300
Joe Rogan,
people.
yeah, Joe Rogan's blowing you away completely.
Yeah, that's the other. Yeah, Joe Rogan is now so big that, like, all you do is talk about him. There's a cottage industry of just talking about Joe Rogan. Like, I feel like because you just mentioned Joe Rogan, I should definitely put him in the title of this video to get them clicks. Like, that's like Joe Rogan. Not only has he become a news outlet, him just talking to Ari Shaffir is news. Like, the news, like, did you hear what Joe Rogan said? Who cares? Who cares? The answer, everybody, because of the way it's gone. But
we'll put Joe Rogan on the thumbnail tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, we talked about him. We did talk about him. And Aaron Rodgers is, he consulted with Joe Rogan.
Dr. Joe Rogan.
He consulted with Dr. Joe. So, I don't see any problem. So
what is it that Joe says all the time? Don't listen to me.
I'm not a doctor. Don't listen to me. I'm an idiot. Yeah.
Okay.
Then Aaron Rodgers is like, tell me more. No, not about the idiot stuff, about the other stuff. But, I mean, to Joe Rogan's credit, too, he's over here saying, I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me, blah, blah, blah. And then he turns on the news and they're like, Joe Rogan takes horse pills. And he's like, what? I'm not taking horse pills. Why do you keep saying this? And then Don Lemon goes on TV and it's like, horses do take those pills. It's like, Don, give it up. Like, that's the other.
Yeah, Don.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, people also need to take into consideration that Joe Rogan and Aaron Rodgers are unspeakably rich. They're not these people that are sitting there going like, I found some medication on the floor and I read a thing on 4chan. I think I'm just going to take it. They have physicians and private doctors on call. Joe Rogan has a nurse. Joe Rogan podcasts more than anybody. And every time he podcasts, he has a medical professional doling out COVID tests. That's the level of rich. There's a medical professional there for every Joe Rogan podcast. You don't think that translates to his home life too? You don't think that Aaron Rodgers has like every doctor that he needs at the snap of a finger? I mean, you don't even need to pay him. They're just Packers fans and they're showing up.
So it's like they have like a medical degree of them, like of their own.
Because they got all these doctors around them.
Yeah, kind
of. Basically, right? Yeah.
So every jock, every NFL and NBA player, they know their shit.
They know their shit. Well, yeah, that's the other thing, that when you're super rich and you can just hire whatever doctor you want around you, that the doctor will be like, you shouldn't do this, and then you can be like, actually, I'll be hiring a new doctor. Thank you very much. Like if you hire a doctor that's like, you should probably get the vaccination. You can also be like, okay, well, guess what? This is the last time you're at my house. I'm hiring a different doctor.
Find me a doctor who will say otherwise.
Yeah. I'd like a second opinion that is different from yours, please. So I didn't even know Aaron Rodgers had COVID, to tell you the truth. And I don't care about sports, so that's part of it. But like it also, like all the big news outlets had the story about Aaron Rodgers getting COVID.
They think he got it on Halloween. Or at least that's what I read.
What, going to like a party or something like that?
Yeah, he was dressed as John Wick.
Oh yeah,
There's like
that's
there's like photos are going that are around, and then people said, yeah, instead of John Wick, John Sick is what they were calling him.
that's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I guess you're not wearing a mask if you're John Wick, right? John Wick's not wearing one. Not gonna wear a mask. He could throw ninja stars.
No,
You know,
no.
he's not gonna wear a mask. Like, would James Bond wear a mask?
No.
Okay, all right.
James Bond doesn't even wear condoms.
That's a good point. I don't think John Wick does either. I wouldn't imagine. Although, you know,
living life dangerously, baby.
John Wick has a lot of sadness in his life, though. He's probably not having as much sex as James Bond is. James Bond is an addict.
That's right.
You know, he's a sexual deviant. But yeah, so I guess Aaron Rodgers got COVID, so he can't play in the game. This is why, like, it's so funny too. Like, so many people are mad at Aaron Rodgers for having COVID, but it's because, like, they want him to play in the football game. They want him to play against the Chiefs on Sunday. And they're like, well, if you have COVID, you can't play against the Chiefs. And it's like,
these are real life consequences.
yeah. I'm trying to win some money on the Packers. But, yeah, and I guess he hadn't said that he was vaccinated. This is what I learned from the Pat McAfee interview, that he didn't say he was vaccinated. This is like Ja Rule in that documentary. False advertising, maybe. Not fraud. Not fraud. So, you know, the woke culture warriors can point their cancel culture cannons elsewhere, okay? Because he didn't say vaccine.
I feel like as soon as you hear those words now, you're just like kind of going, okay.
Yeah, because I'm going like...
I know exactly what you're going to say. Word for word.
Yeah, because it's weird if you don't question, like, what is cancel culture and what is wokeness? Like, what do these things mean? These buzzwords that we're just throwing around, what do they mean? But you do question, like, COVID and vaccines. Like, we could question all of it. You know, that's cool. I'm open to the conversation. But, yeah, so, like, I guess woke culture, cancel culture was coming for him. And so he said, and he did start the interview with that. And I was like, let's go, Aaron Rodgers.
That's how you knew it was going to be good.
Let's go. Speak your truth. Speak your truth, Aaron. And he says, it's lies. I'm being lied about. Because I didn't say I was vaccinated. I said I was immunized. And I was. And then people, you know, I guess he's in a relationship with Shailene Woodley, the actress.
Not familiar.
I seen on Twitter, she's like a holistic person. Like, they said she eats clay, which I don't have evidence of that. I didn't watch the video. It's just a lot of memes were coming out with, like, about eating clay. And they said that's what she said, that she eats clay. I don't know if you could look that up real quick, but yeah. So they're like, they think that he's just sitting around eating clay now to get rid of COVID. And I'm like, I don't know. I feel like you're connecting the dots a little more than he needs you to. But I guess he says that, like, he had a couple of...
Shailene Woodley and the benefits of eating clay.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Article from The Guardian.
Yeah. And I'm sure it's very beneficial. Have you ever eaten clay?
No. The Divergent Star says she eats clay as part of detoxification diet.
See? I wish I could get there. You know?
There's the answer the whole time.
Yeah. I'm sitting here eating McDonald's. No wonder I feel like shit all the time. And that's the other thing.
Our kids at it.
Okay. So whose kid? Shailene Woodley has kids that eat clay?
No, I said our kids had the answer the whole time.
Clay.
Clay.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Next time I see my kids eating Play-Doh, my wife's going to be like, I'm going to go, no. No.
It's good. It's
Let
good for them.
them do their thing. No. You seen Divergent? Wait till you hear this. So yeah, he said, number one, I guess he's allergic to what's in the mRNA vaccines. I don't know what's in them, but he says he's allergic to it. So the only thing that was left on the table was Johnson & Johnson. And he basically said, you can't take Johnson & Johnson. That's crazy.
Why can't he take Johnson & Johnson?
By the way, did you get your J&J booster? I
don't need the booster. No, I'm fine.
I'm gonna. How many Johnson & Johnson shots have you had?
One and done, baby.
Okay, so you're not vaccinated.
I'm immunized. Yeah, I got it.
All right, you're in. All right. So then that's fine. Yeah, and he said that he knows it, and I've heard this a lot. People go like this: people need to make their own decisions. I know my body, and I know what's right for my body. And I'm like, I believe him. He's a professional athlete. He's in great shape. He looks like John Wick. I seen him in that John Wick outfit. He looked like John Wick. He looks amazing. I do not know how people know their bodies. I don't know what this means. I don't understand what they're saying. I feel like shit all the time. I have no idea why. I do not know my body whatsoever. I'm totally unfamiliar with it. People go like this. Can you do this? I go like, yep. The answer, no, I can't. You know why I thought I could do it? I'm not familiar with my body. I don't know it at all. I don't know what that means. Like that's what I've heard. People are like, I know my body. I know what's right for it. How? How does one get to know their body? Hot Dog, do you feel like you know your body?
I don't even know when the next time I'll get an erection. So I don't think I'm
Yeah.
too sure about. I don't think I know my body at all.
No, I don't know it. I mean, I need to spend some time in the metaverse with my body because I don't know it at all. And he said he was worried about sterility too. He didn't want to go sterile by taking the vaccine, which I mean,
there's no way these athletes aren't taking a bunch of medications and stuff like that. They them researched.
Yeah, like I guess they don't have enough evidence to say that it will not make you sterile. Or no, they don't think it'll make you sterile. I mean, but it'd be like, I'm worried about, like, will my fingers fall off? And they're like, well, I mean, I guess we don't have the studies.
I can't guarantee it.
I don't know. Maybe they will fall off. But
why? Do you know something that I don't?
I mean, theoretically, COVID could make you sterile, right? I mean long term.
Yeah. Theoretically, anything from the vaccine that could harm you, COVID will do the same, but worse.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I'm making it up. I made that up.
I'm not a doctor.
I don't know.
I'm just talking shit.
Yeah. I have no idea, but you know, there's no testing.
You can ask Nicki Minaj's cousin.
The testicle guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would probably know. He would probably have a good idea. Yeah. The other thing is that like a lot of rich people who are like, you know, it would be okay to get COVID because you get your immunity up. And you're like, yeah, I get that argument. You know, I get that. But at the same time, you have a house with wings in it. Have you ever noticed that a lot of people that are like, it's okay to get it, it'll get your immunity up. They can literally separate themselves from their whole family because they have these giant mansions that have wings in it. So
West
like,
Wing.
Yeah, they're like, I'm going to just be in the West Wing. What's it called when you're not seeing anybody?
The quarantined.
Yeah.
Quarantined. Yes.
Like they have houses that are big enough that you could have a quarantine area within the house. And I'm like, if I had a house that was so big I could have my own quarantine area, I'd probably be like, whatever, I'll just quarantine. I got this other side of the house that nobody even goes in.
Yeah. Some people are stuck in an apartment with, you know, young kids and a nana and, you know.
You talking
grandpa.
about Andrew Yang?
Yeah.
2-bedroom apartment. I don't know how anybody does it. I don't know how anybody does it. Yeah, I mean,
people aren't afford that luxury.
Bro, if I get COVID, I'm stuck in the basement. And let me tell you something.
You wouldn't mind that.
Nah, I'd be kind of dope. I got all my shit down here. Yeah, actually, it'd be kind of great. Maybe I just need to start referring to it as a wing. You know?
Yeah. Quarantine zone.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just so funny. It's seen everybody freak out about Aaron Rodgers. You know, I mean, I don't know. Part of it is also the moral superiority. Like, you know, people really enjoy wagging their finger at a professional athlete. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. I know. Okay. But like,
you lied.
Yeah, you said, okay. Oh, you're right. Like, I feel like if I was a professional athlete, I'd want to get vaccinated because I got to be around a lot of people. And because, like, there are arenas you can't go in if you're not vaccinated. right? Like you can
Right.
get into
So you're
arenas
gonna,
in New York and stuff like so. Whatever. I mean,
one NFL game could, that's a lot. It's not like, it's not baseball or basketball.
yeah, get that shit done. But
It's a little needle. It's just a little needle.
well, it's more. What if you're sterile after?
What about the that COVID pill now though? Isn't that
Well, it's not out yet. They just said we think we got it. But if you don't trust,
that was the press conference?
But if you don't trust Big Pharma, you're not gonna take the pill either.
True.
See, like if Big Pharma hadn't been such dickheads before COVID, it probably wouldn't be so bad because maybe people would be so inclined. Like, they really haven't given a huge reason. Like, you feel like an asshole if you're like, I think you can trust the pharmaceutical companies. Hello. It's like, based on what? Like, that's also an issue. That they've been such dickheads for so long that you go like, okay, no, I mean, I could see where you would have a good point in questioning giant
Big
pharmaceutical
Pharma's like,
companies.
we have this boat and this island's about to blow. Get in the boat.
Yeah.
Get in the chopper.
And you're
I don't
like,
trust you, bro.
you're like, you make a lot of money if we get in this boat, right? And they're like, oh, yeah.
Yes.
A ton. Yeah. A ton. But you don't have to pay. All right, I'll get in the boat. Like, oh, so much. Yeah.
All of Kyrie's thunder.
I know. Nobody's even talking about Kyrie anymore. There were protests for Kyrie. Nobody's talking about Kyrie anymore. Although this is a little different. Like, there was also, like, part of the interview, he was like, he kind of thought it was ridiculous that he couldn't play in the game. And I was like, bro, you have COVID. Like, I mean, he was like, yeah, but I feel better. And I'm like, I mean, like, okay, like, this is where the conversations get real tricky. It's like, I want to be able to have an intellectual conversation with you about the pros and cons of being vaccinated. Like, I'm very open to conversations. But when you're like, and I don't know why they won't let me play. It's like, you have the thing. Like, you definitely
Step
have
one.
like, you have COVID. So
Step one is if you have COVID, you don't interact.
that's,
And you're
yeah.
arguing step one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's crazy. I don't know who benefits from that. They're like, well, that's a scam too. Like, what?
Like,
what?
I mean, I don't think anyone disagrees if you have COVID and you didn't interact with people, you're a dickhead.
Yeah, like
No one.
everybody's pissed about
disagrees.
it. Everybody's
Yeah.
even the people that are like, nah, you shouldn't be going and playing football if you have COVID. Like, if you actively have COVID, I mean, it's one thing. They're like, and he wasn't wearing his mask, and it's like, oh, well,
Right.
let's have a bigger conversation about efficacy and blah blah blah. Like, okay, I'll listen to that. And they're like, and now they won't let him play, and you're like, well, he's got COVID, right? Well, yeah,
Actively.
but so he says he feels better. Like, I don't even want people to come to work when they have a cold. And if they like go home sick and then the next day, like if somebody I work with goes home sick on a Monday and then on Tuesday they're back at work, I'm pissed that they're back at work on Tuesday because I'm like, don't get me sick. Just stay home. You're not that valuable. I mean, I guess Aaron Rodgers is very valuable, but I feel like not so valuable that he should just have COVID and play. And then they got
we would have had like a flu game like Jordan, and
that's
had a
true.
COVID game.
That's true. And they would have sold jerseys or sneakers. Jordan,
Yeah.
the flu game sneakers are like classics. These are the Aaron Rodgers COVID game sneakers. Like he sees, he helped that the Packers were able to score 3 touchdowns. What's he? He's a quarterback, right? While the quarterback had COVID. And you're like, I think because you go like this. Wait. They let the quarterback play while he had COVID? They were like, oh, yeah, he said he felt better. He said
they let Jordan play. Yeah, of course they did.
He said the 10 days thing was arbitrary, so they let him play. Yeah.
Just taking off his helmet, just a sweaty mess with COVID.
Yeah. What's wrong with him? He's got COVID. He's like in the
He won the game. He won the game for us.
He's like in the post-game press conference going like, I'm not wearing a mask because, they're really not as effective as people think they are. Like, Aaron, you have COVID right now, right? He's like, yeah. Uh-huh. As we speak.
Crushed it.
As we speak. Yes.
Did you see me play out there?
Yeah. Uh-huh. I have COVID. Don't worry. Cheyenne was giving me a bunch of clay. And I I was eating it. So we should be pretty good. We should be pretty good. And then did you hear about poor Emilio Esteves? This guy must be out of his mind. Emilio Esteves, I mean, there was a time when he was just the man, right? But that's not now, right? Like, that's not like... Emilio Esteves is not going to be part... I didn't even know they did a Mighty Ducks series, if I'm being straight up honest with you. But apparently they did a Mighty Ducks series. Mighty Ducks, one of the great sports films of all time.
We had someone that was on the Mighty Ducks for
in the Notsam studio, yeah.
Yeah, and I think he mentioned it.
Yeah, I think you're right. So you can go back and look at that interview. It's Gerald Gardner from Heavyweights. We spent a lot of time talking Heavyweights because he's the star of Heavyweights. Gerald. Yeah, but he was in Mighty Ducks as well. Yeah, and he talked about that. Yeah. Emilio Esteves. This is what the rumors are. This is what the Hollywood trades are reporting. Not coming back for the second season of Mighty Ducks because he won't show proof of vaccination. And it's like, dude, I don't know, like, how married you are to this stuff, but, like, I don't know what you think's going to happen to you. But this ain't coming around again. You know, there's, like, you got a whole season. You're Gordon Bombay, for God's sakes. They're going to put you in every episode. How are we going to not have Gordon Bombay on the season? You know, it's a good gig. And then people turn around and they're like, oh, I forgot how much I like Mighty Ducks, especially that Gordon Bombay. And it leads to other projects. This could be like your Pulp Fiction. You know, John Travolta's everywhere. And instead, he's making it his Battlefield Earth, where they're like, oh, never mind.
This is where I draw the line.
Yeah, like, come on, Emilio. Emilio! You know, I feel like...
It's rough for these people. It's rough.
Yeah, I guess it's hard out here in these streets. He's got to have some money, too. All the Sheens. I mean, I think when you like, achieve a certain amount of wealth, like, you start, like, when you're Aaron Rodgers, I don't know, maybe you start to create problems. You know what I mean? Like, you start, like, because there's not that many problems when you get to this certain level. I don't know. I'm not at that level. Maybe I'm wrong.
Get bored. You get bored and you're like, no, I'm gonna put my foot down on this.
Let me do a little research here.
I'm gonna be a martyr.
Let me do a little research. And then Emilio's like, pass that research over here, Aaron Rodgers.
Let's peer review this research.
yeah. I called Joe Rogan and Emilio Esteves, and they told me you're on the right track, buddy. And so,
white lab coats. They're downstairs with like the little tubes and just pouring it down. Those scientific things.
Yeah, Emilio's like, you're right. It's clay. You gotta be eating more of this clay. Yeah, I'm gonna call up my brother. It's actually, I believe, how they cured Charlie Sheen.
Yeah,
you know, it's hard. That's how they cured Charlie Sheen. It was the clay. Oh, man. Well, let's go to the Super Chats. You know there is only one rule here, and we'll get to those clips, I think, next week. Did you start watching Love on the Spectrum? Did you actually watch the episode?
Watched episode 1, middle episode 2.
Do you love it?
Yes, I like it. But also, it's like there are points where I want to laugh. But it's like, oh, I can't. No, this isn't what this show is about.
It goes back to that. It goes back to the Chappelle Show thing. What are you laughing at? Right? Like, what are you? Are you laughing out of joy? Are you laughing out of happiness? Are you like, oh, he's so much fun, I want to hang out with it? Or is it mocking? Because you can't be mocking. Yes. That's not what the show's about. That's not why we did this show. It's Australian import. Australia doesn't get down like that.
I think that's why they did the show, though. I think that's bullshit.
That's terrible, hot dog. That's so pessimistic.
I think that's why.
That's awful. You think so?
I think so. Yeah.
That's terrible. That's just terrible. Well, we'll get to it because I have been seeing I have a couple of shows that I watch just for me. Mm-hmm. Like You season 3, I'm loving. I'm just going through nice and slowly because it's like, this isn't for entertainment purposes. This isn't to do a show about. This one's just for me. And Love on the Spectrum, I watched the whole first season. I love
Is it
this.
same crew?
Not all the
'Cause I
same
remember
crew,
Michael.
but Michael is on season 1. I mean, Michael is the star of the show.
Yeah, I remember Michael said at some point, he was like, "You're watching this, so you know who I am."
Yeah, we got to get into this. You know what? You keep watching the show and keep cutting some clips because we'll spend some time on this next week. But in the meantime, also, you know, while we're talking about programming, that'll be coming next week. Don't forget, episode 2 of Sopranos Prima Volta went up. I got your DM, Hot Dog. I thought it was and you're not the only person, by the way, that like I posted a clip from a discussion about season 2 of The Sopranos, and Hot Dog and a few other people were like, "Bro, spoiler, catch up with us, watch it along with us right now. Get to season 2, episode 3. That's as far as you got to get. Next week will be season 2, episode 4 through 6.
Okay,
and that's
I'm on season 2, episode 2. So.
Perfect. So once you get to season 2, episode 3, you'll be totally caught up. You can watch myself and Ian Fidance talk about episodes 1, 2, and 3 of season 2. And then next week, it'll be 4, 5, and 6. That's why you got to make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure those alerts are turned on. Leave your comments. Hit like. Do everything. And if you want a comment that's read, I appreciate you, Ricardo Rodriguez, saying, in all honesty, dope shirt. I think there should be more men supporting men. I was in, believe it or not, guess which sandwich restaurant I was in today?
What?
Jersey Mike's, the greatest,
Hey.
the greatest Jersey Mike's. And they got the greatest people in there. It's men supporting men. I was in Jersey Mike's, and I got a chicken Philly, and the guy handed it to me, and I was like, oh, I got to pay for this. He was like, oh, okay, no problem. And then he went, by the way, I like your outfit. I was like, thank you. Men supporting men. It made me feel good. This young man sitting there. I'm sitting there wearing my Jordan 4s. I had a little jacket over this sweatshirt,
Nice.
this one that I'm wearing here. And the guy was like, hey, man, I like your outfit. I was like, thank you, man. I like your sandwiches. It was men supporting men. It was great.
Keep it going.
Exactly.
Support us.
Support.
2 men here.
Support.
Hit that like.
Hit that like. Get it to that sweet, sweet 100. You could get there. Hit like till we get to 100, okay? 5 Iron says, go to Joe DeRosa's sandwich pop-up. He makes food now. I've been there once. I like it. Love Joey Rose's. Love Joey DeRosa. Not Mike. Joe's not Mike. I'm trying to get that sponsorship. I want to replace that neon Not Sam sign with a big Jersey Mike sign. I want this to be the Jersey Mike studio. You can get it cheap. You can get it for bread. Get it?
I got it. I got
Okay,
it.
all right,
Slang.
All right. There's only one rule of Sam Roberts now. Every super chat gets read. So let's read these super chats. If you want a comment read on the air, super chat it in right now. A favorite, Dana Quigley, supporting the channel. Best show on YouTube. No, I'm not a bot. No, I know you're not a bot, Dana. I've seen you. You're the one of the people who suggested the Freddy Krueger rundown that we did last week. If you missed last week's show, I appreciate all you guys that watched. If you missed last week's show, go back, watch the Nightmare on Elm Street full franchise review from last week. It was a blast. Kush Picasso, what is your current relationship with Opie and E-Rock? This is going to shock you. I've not spoken to Opie in 5 years, I think, more or less. You know, I don't know. I don't have a date on the calendar. This is the last time I spoke to... But no, I don't. We don't have a relationship to speak of. E-Rock's that dude. I don't know. I mean, I don't hang out with him, but, you know, I don't hang out that much. But no, E-Rock is that dude. So E-Rock and me are cool. I'm cool with, I was hanging out with, you should have seen it. It's a table to be seen. You thought my MVP photo, we should have had the guy take a photo. Last night, hit up Caroline's on Broadway. After dinner, me, Jim Norton, Karen Feehan, chilling. That's a dope-ass dinner.
Yeah, that Chloe chick, too.
Who?
Or is it Chloe, the girl from LA who does the...
You talking about Zia from It's Eric Nagel?
Yeah, was it? Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yep, Zia from
I
It's
know,
Eric Nagel and the Chip Chipperson podcast was there, too.
Yeah.
So was Jim McClure, our agent Tony Burton. Place was popping.
Who's who?
But the dinner was elite. The dinner was just me, Norton, Feehan. Elite.
Chicken fingers, bro.
Chicken parm.
Nice.
Yeah. 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 I love it when people are like, you want to go to an Italian? Do you eat Italian? I go chicken parm every time. Chicken parm, right? Yeah.
Don't even need to look at the menu.
Yeah. Chicken parm? Yeah. They go, yeah, I don't look at the menu. I always just, I'm like, I'll have the chicken parm. No pasta, thanks. Dana Quigley, Sammy, have you been following the Rittenhouse trial? What a circus. Prosecutors remind me of the OJ trial. Clueless. No, I have not. But let me write that down because you're good with the suggestions. Rittenhouse trial. We should look into that. You following that, hot dog? You know anything about that?
No, I haven't seen any. I don't know if they have like a camera feed or anything like that. I only watch those court, big things when they actually have a video feed.
Right. You don't like the drawings. You don't like the
reading
paintings.
Yeah. I'm not doing
Did you watch the Dark Side of the Ring about the steroid trial with Jerry McDivitt on there?
No.
Great.
Okay.
Great. Jerry McDivitt is Vince McMahon's lawyer. He doesn't do, I've never seen him do an interview before. And he's like on the whole documentary because they won. So he's like, hey, I'm the fucking man. I'm Jerry McDivitt. And it's great. It's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. Jeff Johnson, Mary Jean on Cam Soda is MetaVerse. Give her tokens. That's true. That's part of the MetaVerse. It's currency. Like, that's part of the MetaVerse is the fact that we can spend currency. That's why people are so bullish on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, because within the MetaVerse, you're not going to be spending cash. You'll be spending crypto. Pinky Schultz, off-topic negotiations. People called saying they'll cancel Sirius subs if you guys are not renewed. In solidarity with those folks, I pledge if there's no renewal, I will stop illegally downloading Jim and Sam show. #love. I appreciate that. Yeah, we should go and tell Sirius that, like, everybody who listens live illegally on YouTube also will not be a part of your service. So you're going to want to put that pen to paper. Astro Black, I appreciate you. Brian Lindenmuth, MetaVerse for the iPhone, Multiverse for the Android. That's right. It's like McDowell's and McDonald's. They have the Big Mac. We have the Big Mick. They have sesame seeds on their buns. Ours have none. Sal says, flex the pecs. Let's see Joker and Batman kiss. Oh, yeah. Whoa.
Can you? Oh, okay.
It's good, right? It's like Lex Luger on Nitro. Yeah. Not Sam Lehman. Nothing makes you feel older than not understanding new technology. That's why I wanted to educate everybody tonight. I think everybody's got a far better understanding of the metaverse now, don't you?
I thought it was just like a screen.
Not Sam Grim Reaper. Happy Lonely Friday, Sammy Boy and Hot Dog. Come on, man. Come on, man. Totally random talk. Big fan. Drunk party. What the chance renew you and Jim? It's all right. We're working on it, man. I mean, Jim and I we're not being unfair with Sirius. Sirius is, but Jim and I are not being unfair with Sirius. Sirius has decided to take a different tact. So hopefully within the next couple weeks, Sirius will stop doing that. Otherwise, we ain't gonna be no bitches. That's what we've been saying. We ain't no one's bitches. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's see. Oh boy. Dana Quigley again. Cal Penn, a.k.a. Kumar, comes out as gay. Yes. Good for Cal Penn. Neil Patrick Harris was in the White Castle movies as well. That's true. Were we really watching the gay tricks? I don't think so. I didn't feel, but maybe. I don't know. Six Crow. Nike is selling shoes in the metaverse, and Emilio is doing Young Guns 3. I don't know. I didn't even know there was a Young Guns 2, to be fair. And yeah, I did see that Nike registered trademarks and stuff so they could sell virtual sneakers.
We need to get in this game before it's too late. It's early. We need to find our angle, you know?
Are there any talk shows in the metaverse?
No, there isn't. We could be the very first.
The loneliest show in the metaverse. That's what we should start saying right now. Yes. You literally can create people, and we're still lonely. Marcus, Hey, Sam. Marcus says, hey, Sam, are you mounting Jess Knightley or what?
Or what?
That's
Or what?
just a couple of guys talking. The 495 Marauder. Help out Cafe de Rene podcast with Rene Dupree, por favor. Yeah. All right.
Helped.
There it is.
Consider it help.
Yeah, there you go. I'll help him in the metaverse. Old man Than. Oh, this is Than from Than and Sam. He is lying. Me, Sam, and Opie hang out all the time. That's what we do. It's usually me, Than, and Opie. And Opie just starts talking about all his favorite Than and Sam memories. Hey, remember when you guys had Tony come in? That was awesome. And we go, all right. Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, you're right. You exposed it. Wrestling on the Rocks. Marsh. I feel like Annoying Eater was all about how well you know your body. Yeah, that's right. I did know my body. People are like, I'm going to start saying that. That's brilliant, Marsh. People are like, why don't you just eat burgers? Because I know my body. Okay, I know what I need. I know what my body needs. Hey, why don't you just have a hot dog? I know my body. Okay?
The doctors are like, you have no.
I know my body. I know
my body.
I know it so well. I spent a lot of time exploring it. Michael G, listen to you daily at work. That's like mounting someone daily at night. Listen to you daily at work. I really hope you and Jimmy get fat new contracts. I mean, I think getting fat new contracts might be a stretch at this point with where we started, but hopefully it'll just be something that is fair. I feel like Don Cheadle at the end of Boogie Nights when I go in to negotiate with Sirius. You're not
Send
being
that
fair.
contract back.
You're not being fair. This isn't fair.
I say you send that contract back and be like, double that.
Double
Supersize me.
that. And we'll do the show from the metaverse. Okay?
First one, baby.
Serious show in the metaverse. Sam Hot Dog, this is from Rob Thompson. Good evening. My wife had me try eggplant parm. What a disgrace. Stick with that chicken patty. Fuck that. If somebody was like, Sam, why don't you like chicken parm? Why don't you have eggplant parm? You know what I tell him? I know my body. Okay? It likes chicken parm. That's what my body likes. Chicken parm, chicken strips, grilled chicken's fine, barbecue chicken, chicken wings, pizza. I know my body.
You gotta feed the beast.
Exactly, and I am the beast. Dun. Got a big phallic sword tattooed on my chest.
That'd be great if you did that.
I should do that. That'd be awesome.
That'd be amazing.
They'd be like, is that a fake tattoo? I'd be like, no, I got a real tattoo. It's for the bit. Open parentheses, #_ You think Eric Nagel not liking you is based off jealousy? Hope you guys don't hate each other. You should shake hands. Does Eric Nagel not like me?
Shake hands.
I would
Scratch the beef.
Well, I don't know. I would hug that man if I saw him. I don't know if he doesn't. I hope he doesn't dislike me, but I don't know. I mean, and I don't know. Jealousy of what?
Text him tonight after the show.
Are we cool?
Yeah. Are we cool, bro?
Are we cool, bro? Somebody on SuperChat said you didn't like me. They said you're jealous of me. Jeff Johnson, you watching Ellis Mania Skankfest this weekend? So I have been keeping up with some of the Skankfest stuff. I loved seeing Zach Amico sing I'm a Sweet Transvestite from Transsexual Transylvania. Zach Amico went up on stage. You know Zach Amico, right?
Yeah.
So you know what he looks like?
Yeah. I've never seen a stand-up or anything like that, though. But I know him from podcasts.
He's so funny on podcasts.
Yeah.
But he went up on stage in like spandex tight pants and no shirt and sang Rocky Horror Picture Show like real sexual like. And I was like, yes. I saw that. I've been watching a bunch of videos from Skankfest. I don't know. If that
I didn't even know it was happening right now.
Oh yeah. You got to follow some of these social media accounts. There's so many comedians down there. But Yeah, I want to see the fight. I don't know if it's where it's streaming, but I definitely want to see the fight. I don't know. I was looking to see if anybody was typing it in. All right.
Got that cool hundo.
Oh, we got the hundo likes?
Yeah.
All right. I appreciate you guys. I mean, it's literally just 100 right now. You could have, like, all swarmed in to try to do it, and then we go way over instead of just, like...
All right, guys, that's good enough.
Hitting it right on the button. It's like
Stop
flair.
right there.
You know, like 15 pieces of flair is the minimum. But we do always try to go above and beyond here at Sam Roberts Now.
Okay, Sam, but you said 100, right?
No, I said 100. Yeah, but that was the minimum. Oh. All right, guys. Okay, we're up to 105. All right. We're good. We're good. Have a great night, everybody. Remember, don't ever forget this. I'm going to cheers with you later. Still so creepy, isn't it?
Ugh.
I'm going to cheers with you later. By the way, Love on the Spectrum, much better than F-Boy Island.
Yeah, I only saw like the first 2 episodes.
I gave up on F-Boy
Yeah.
Island after they eliminated I'm going to cheers with you later.
Yeah.
You know? All right. I'm going to cheers with you later. Subscribe to the channel. Do your whole thing. We'll see you. And by the way, I mean, if you really want to, like, you know, don't just say, like, okay, if you don't sign with Sirius, we're going to cancel Sirius. Like, that's fine. But also, like, make sure that you and all your friends are, like, watching my stuff on YouTube. Because that would make it a lot easier to be like, hey, I got this other thing. Right? Makes sense.
Yes.
Appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. Have a good night, everybody.